Varaprasad Rao.
Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. At the outset, I congratulate the Honorable Finance Minister on some of the very revolutionary and visionary thoughts, like the very ambitious health insurance scheme, 1.5 times the minimum support price for the farmers, and the long-term capital gains, and the increase in the imported goods surcharge, senior citizens, etc. I appreciate, sir. So I take the permission of the chair to rebut some of the allegations that were made by the Telugu Party MP, Mr. Galla Jaydev. Since Honorable Finance Minister was not here, he may not be aware why I have deviated from my speech. The chair should permit me. At the first point, I want to seek the permission of the chair is to expunge the words that the TDP MP, Mr. Galla Jaydev, what he has spoken about my leader.
Our leader, sir. You should remove.
What we request is that it must be expunged. Those words, very unparliamentary, particularly when that particular person is not here. And discussing about him, he is very unparliamentary. It is not supposed to be done.
Any unparliamentary, that will be removed. That
right, sir.
Unparliamentary.
Thank you very much, sir. At the same time, I also take the permission of the chair to say a few words about this present government of Andhra Pradesh as well. Sir, he was telling that my party supremo has colluded with the Congress government. It's not true, sir. If it was true, I am sure you would not have been jailed for silly reasons for almost 16 months. Obviously, he was fighting against then government and had to pay price for a silly reasons. So obviously, the observation made by TDP MP was false. And I also want to say that some of the misdeeds that the present government in Andhra Pradesh is doing. The TDP Supremo, I call him as very inefficient for the simple reason he has been in the power for last 4 years, both at the centre as well as the state. He could not get what the people of Andhra Pradesh is asking for, that is the special status. He has been in power for almost 3.5 years, both at the state as well as the centre. It is extremely unfortunate. I call him extremely inefficient. And to prove it further, State AP Reorganization Act has enshrined certain things. He could not achieve most important things. Even a smaller thing like, forget about the special status. Instead of special status, he has been satisfied with the special package, a strange phenomena doing a great harm to the people of Andhra Pradesh. Why can't he get it special zone, sir, with the special railway zone when he is in power at the centre? It's extremely unfortunate. He is struggling for last 3.5 years and reason is not known. And the second, Dugarajpatnam port, on the floor of the House, Honorable Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari has clearly mentioned that the government of India doesn't require a single pie to put up a major port in Dugarajpatnam. The entire cost will be borne by the central government. So therefore, I don't see any reason why Honorable CM of Andhra Pradesh is delaying it and not writing a single letter to the government of India to start the construction of Dugarajpatnam port. The reason I could see it, sir, only to protect a private port existing there closer to that, which is considered to be extremely closer to the CM of Andhra Pradesh. To protect a private port, it is extremely unfortunate he is not allowing a central government port, major port, to come up at Dugarajpatnam. It's a great injustice to the people of Andhra Pradesh, particularly the people of Tirupati parliamentary constituency. And steel plant at Kadapa, what was he doing last 3.5 years, sir? It has been mentioned in the State Reorganization Act. Again, I see find fault with the the CM of Andhra Pradesh, because the Kadapa is the district where my leader, Jagan Mohan Reddy, comes from it. In case that steel plant comes there, he thinks that the credit will go to him. So therefore, the CM of Andhra Pradesh is preventing a steel factory to come up in Kadapa. It is extremely silly on his part. Again, the Polavaram, 3.5 years is sitting on it. It is supposed to be completed by 2018. Initially, the price was contemplated at 16,000. Now the prices of cost escalated to 56,000 crores. It's still not clear who is going to bear the cost. What was the CM doing it? Why he was not negotiating with the government of India about this? It is a national project. Government of India is supposed to take up the entire thing, and they have communicated even in the beginning that the government of India will undertake the entire construction of the Polavaram national project. But he wanted to take it as own, and the tenders were floated by him. At one stage, he found it is not convenient for him, so he has gone back. So therefore, the fault lies with Andhra CM, certainly not with the central government for the delay of the Polavaram project. And similarly, sir, petrochemical complex at Vizag, it was contemplated. What was he doing? You would have got it long back. Otherwise, you would have snapped the ties with NDA. His ministers should have been resigned long ago. And continuing up to 3.5 years, now finding fault with the government at the center is extremely ridiculous. All the more ridiculous is, and the government partners coming into the well and protesting against its own government is still ridiculous. So it amounts to only match fixing, because the elections are coming far and there is a fear caught on him. So therefore he is finding ways how to snap the ties with NDA. So people of Andhra Pradesh will definitely understand his malicious games. So the manifesto of Chandrababu Naidu, as many as 600 false promises are made. Unfortunately, there is no law to curtail. If the manifestos, any promise are made in the manifesto, is very unfortunate parliamentary democracy is ours. There is no watchdog to control or to implement the promises made by any particular party once they come into the power. Ms. Chandrababu Naidu has made 600 false promises. To quote few, sir, he said that unconditional waiver of all farm loans. As on today, with the interest, the farm loans are 80,000 crores. He could give only a petty 8,000 crores as against 80,000 crores. Is a great fraud on the farmers of Andhra Pradesh, where 90% of the farmers are in debt in Andhra Pradesh. Out of 1 lakh farmers, 90% of the farmers are in debt. So you would have asked at least the government of India to come to his rescue and help the farmers of Andhra Pradesh. And he also said that all the Dwakra loans will be waived off. The outstanding amount on the Dwakra loans are 30,000 crores. He could not do anything for that except that a petty amount of 300 crores he has given to them, 3,000 crores. Similarly, he promised every household one job if he comes to the power. He has mentioned in the manifesto. It is unfortunate, now 3.5 years are over. Still a poor man is looking up to get one job in each family. And he also promised, if he can't give the job, he promised that 2,000 rupees would be given as a compassionate amount. That also is not given one family, sir. And he has promised to the BC community 10,000 crores a separate budget. And he did not see the light of the day till date 3.5 years are over. And he promised the waiver of the loans of these weavers. Again, great injustice has been done. Nothing has been done to them. And he promised every woman a smartphone. He did not give one single phone to any woman, sir. So ungrateful to the women, so ungrateful to the youth, so ungrateful to the farmers, so ungrateful to the BC people, so ungrateful to the weavers, and every place. And he also promised the houses for every poor man. During last 3.5 years, I have toured as many as 1,300 villages, sir.
Is it Andhra budget or what we are
Sir,
discussing?
I must tell you, sir,
Both
the
sides,
reason, sir, the same chair, sir. Now, one small thing, sir. Kindly pardon me, sir, because you are not aware of the what. That's why I took the permission of the Honorable Chair as well as the Honorable Minister of Finance here. The reason is, had that TDP party members did not touch the issue of our leader for no reason, I would not have touched that. That was the reason why I have sought your permission as well as the Honorable Minister to deviate from my speech. I think you will permit, because if that goes into the record, the other things as well should go into the record. That's what my interest is. So kindly bear with me. He promised every village would be connected with BT road. Any manifesto of TDP could be seen. No. And he also promised that every road will be converted into CC road in villages. Zero. And Narega, where the government of interest will come into that, sir. Does the government of India know? Now I am coming to this topic as well, sir. 10 schemes of Andhra Pradesh, state schemes, are being run by the amount given by the government of India under Narega. It's a diversion of funds, and not only diversion, sir, it is hitting on the belly of a poor man, sir. Under Narega, the people below the poverty line, whoever has a minimum 150 days should be given the wages and the work for them. I have attended any number of mandal meetings, sir. No mandal has ever implemented the 100% of that scheme. And hardly 30% of the people below the poverty line are able to get the wages. How harmful. He is doing a great injustice to the poor people. And whereas the former Chief Minister, YSRCP, 90% of that Narega funds have gone in the form of the wages. Whereas Ms. Chandrababu Naidu, without engaging any wages and using the machinery and without calling for the tenders, the Narega money is
so that names of the persons may not go into the record.
Now, why not, sir? He used that word, sir, for us. I'm sorry, sir. Then
regarding the tender,
okay,
you are IAS, you are come from IAS,
Chief Minister,
well,
and he's making that.
Putting allegation about the tenders,
all
about
right,
the
sir.
Chief Minister.
All right, sir. I see this one, sir. And he's making, the state government is, the Andhra Pradesh state government is making some of the government machinery like district administration, the chief secretary, and the finance secretaries very ineffective, because the Janmabhoomi committees, which are flooded with Telugu Desam people, are deciding, including on the houses being allotted by the government of India, are being decided by the Janmabhoomi committee, constituted unconstitutionally by the government of Andhra Pradesh. So therefore, sir, for Polavaram, Pattisema is one thing where government of India is also connected here, if not directly, sir. Polavaram, I already said that it's no fault of the government of India. It is the fault of Andhra Pradesh for the delay. Pattisema, one should also know, the entire country should also know, sir. Nearly 80% of that work, that is the irrigation canal from Godavari to Krishna, is connecting that. 80% of the work was done by YSRCP himself, the father of Jagan Mohan Reddy. For the remaining 20%, the actual cost would have been around 300 to 400 crores, but he has spent as much as 1,800 crores he has spent on that, where the CAG, Control and Audit General, has found fault of a corruption of 280 crores. It's still pending here. So therefore, I seek the permission and I sought upon the government of India to institute a CB inquiry against the government, the present government of Andhra Pradesh, to get into these details. And the anti-defection law, it's existing on paper, it's zero in Andhra Pradesh. As many as 24 MLAs he bought outright. And out of 24 MLAs, 4 MLAs have been made as the ministers, unprecedented in democracy in any of the state. And he himself was, Supremo TDP was also caught on telephone conversation in the election of MLC in Telangana. Vote for no, cash for vote. And to overcome that, to avoid the embarrassment, as again as 10 years he's supposed to be in Hyderabad, he has to leave the place to Amravati within a year to overcome this CBI inquiry. And it amounts to match fixing. What happened to that, sir? The same anti-defection law. Our MP, one of the MLAs, a lady MLA, for no reason, sir, she has banned the entry of into assembly almost for 3 years. And despite the court orders, she was not allowed to enter into the assembly. It's extremely unfortunate. So therefore, they must think twice before throwing the mud on the others. The TDP MP should not have commented such a way. It's very unfortunate, sir. And he also spent, unfortunately, sir, again the government of India should note, 2,000 crores on Pushkarams. When the state government is reeling under the deficit budget and is seeking these funds from the government of India of 16,000 crores, he is spending on Pushkaram, sir, on one Pushkaram at Rajahmundry, where 29 people died, and the reason is the Honorable CM. For the simple reason, he is not supposed to take a bath at a particular ghat, and he took it there, depriving the people. After he left, there was a stampede which has resulted in the death of the 29 people, merely because of the CM, and this is shame for him. And Amravati, sir, the combined state, when it was combined, Andhra and Telangana, almost for 70 years, the entire state secretariat and the assembly, both legislative and the council, was existing in just simple 3.5 acres, and it was extremely successful. The present government of Andhra Pradesh has acquired 35,000 acres fertile lands of Krishna and Godavari areas. It is very unfortunate and depriving the farmers of their legitimate livelihoods. And forgetting about all these, he is finding fault with our leader is very, very unfortunate, and we want those words to be expunged. Sir, coming to the point, sir, the government of India, sir, in this budget, we appreciate, sir, these 50 crore people would be covered by the insurance. But let me also point out, in 2016, Rashtriya Bima Yojana, they said that 1 lakh insurance would be given to the people. And I don't think that a single person has been covered under the insurance one. And 2017 again, a new insurance scheme with a cover of 30,000. And they promised that they would be covering 26 crore people. I'll come to that later. They promised to cover the 26 crore people, and unfortunately, till 21 crore people below the poverty line had to be covered. Now this year they come up with a very big plan of 10 crore families with 50 crores. So I request the Honorable Minister, who is very efficient and a man of consciousness, before making any of the schemes, the poor people should not be hit below the belt. I really request him, one last few points, sir. Really request him to look into that one, sir. And coming to this MSP also, sir, perhaps eyeing on the coming elections, I'm sure that 1.5 times the MSP is given to the farmers. Wonderful, sir. And they have not indicated the term, and they have not indicated both the crops, Kharif and as well as the Rabi. But here the critical point is that unless the MSP is properly fixed, there is no point in giving 1.5 times. Again, it is again a false promise, sir. I request the Honorable Minister, kindly that MSP should be fixed critically, taking all aspects into considerations. Then only that 1.5 times of the Swaminathan Committee would be fulfilled. So one more point which I would like to request the Honorable Minister, sir. This one word I would like to suggest that Honorable Minister of Finance, sir. So there is a lot of disparity in India, of the income disparity. The rich is becoming richer. That's what every time the opposition parties say, that is corporate and all that. Why can't the Honorable Minister of Finance consider universal basic income principle? When the disparity is increasing so much, 1% of the people in India are cornering the benefits of the 75% of the national's wealth in the form of the loans and these lands and the water and these nominated positions and the judges and everything. Why can't the government give every family a minimum of 5,000 per month for each family?
Right.
That I call it one last 2 points, sir. No, sir, it's very extremely
No,
important.
you have
sir.
given
In a
25
country
minutes, I have given to you.
So universal basic income should be considered.
More than 25 minutes, given.
And the last point, sir, the ODF, they are really taking credit for it, sir. As I already mentioned that, sir, 1,300 villages I have seen. It is extremely ineffective. 1 point, sir. It is very ineffective for the simple reason that fecal management principle is not being followed. No toilet is being put into use for the purpose it has been created. So I
Right.
request that also should be considered.
Right, right.
And the last point, sir, since the government is going all the way to waive the NPS and all that, finding several ways to overcome that, similarly, which is not even 1/5 of the NPS is the farmers' loans, which comes to, after all, 3 lakh crores. If the government of India thinks, let them help each and every small and marginal farmers by waiving the entire farm loans of the country, and the government will remember forever and ever. And the last one, sir, we again request the special status category for Andhra Pradesh and do justice for the people of Andhra Pradesh. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
Jai Prakash Narayan.